Rescued fox that was raised by humans now thinks he's a regular dog. I'm convinced that Emma De Silva has a heart of gold. She rescued a 4-month-old fox cub when its original owners could no longer care for it, and she named him Todd. Can anyone guess where she came up with the name? My guess would be the 1981 Disney movie The Fox and the Hound. Todd was the name of the super cute fox in the movie. Not only does she have her fox, Todd, she has quite a few other furry friends that reside in her home. She's clearly an animal lover. Miss De Silva's home on Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, is also home to a skunk, raccoon, lizards, and snakes. Personally, I'll take the fox over those other animals any day. The RSPCA, that's the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, said that it's not against the law to have a fox for a pet. They do warn that foxes are not domestic animals and would have the same needs that it would in the wild. So that's something to take into consideration. This is a rare case, so people will need to put a lot of thought into this before they run out and get a fox. Todd goes for walks on a leash, and by the looks of it, he has a fantastic time. He pretty much thinks he's a dog. When out and about for walks, if people or dogs come up to him in the park, he'll lie down at first and freeze, but after a few seconds, he'll sniff around the dogs and be patient. He tries to do what the dogs do, but she isn't able to let him off his leash due to the fact that he's deaf and wouldn't be able to hear her call to come back. She said that at first he was really wild, but he's getting more used to being in the company of other people now. And now he's 11 months old, and after a lot of love and affection, he has calmed down and is quite affectionate. Todd's been captive bred, so he's never been in the wild. He's very playful with her. He'll run up to her, wagging his tail when she goes to feed him, and he'll roll over to have his belly tickled. She takes many of her 40 animals to schools and care homes so children and the elderly can interact with them as well as learn about them. He'll come into the house, but he has a special enclosure to meet his needs, and he prefers being outside. She got him a little plastic kennel in his enclosure with blankets, which is similar to a dog bed. It's so clear, just by looking at this, that they love each other very much. They're very lucky to have found each other. So fluffy and adorable. So I started to wonder if having an adopted fox in the USA was legal, and I found out all I could. All I would need is $8,000 and the approval of K-Fedua, the exclusive importer of domestic foxes in the U.S. In 1959, a Soviet geneticist named Dmitry Kebelyev began somewhat secretively experimenting with breeding domesticated foxes. More than 5 decades, thousands of foxes, and one collapse of the Soviet Union later, the program continues at the Institute of Cytology and Genetics in Novosibirsk, Siberia. Belyev wanted to unlock the secrets of domestication, along with the links between behavior and breeding and physical traits. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspirational stories.